Adrian, Sarah, thank you very much for coming by today to help us kick off the Stewardship campaign for 2022 for both St. Michael's and St. Andrews. I'd like to first start by asking each of you to introduce yourselves. Sarah, would you go first?
Sure. I'm Sarah Robbins-Cole. I'm the rector of St. Michael's in Holliston.
And I'm Adrian Robbins-Cole, the rector of St. Andrews in Wellesley.
And my name is Hugh MacArthur, and I am the vestryperson for Stewardship here at St. Andrews in Wellesley. This year, our theme for the Stewardship campaign is Our Spiritual Home, the Future Together. And I'd like Sarah and then Adrian to both comment on what that theme means to them.
Well, you may not realize this and you may not remember this, but I'm actually starting my 8th year at St. Michael's. And
Wow.
What people said to me when I first joined St. Michael's and what they continue to say is what they appreciate the most is that St. Michael's is their spiritual home. And so this theme that you came up with, Adrian, is brilliant. What would you say?
So for me, a spiritual home is a place where we come and belong and we encounter Christ, and both through the liturgy, through the music, but also really importantly through the community, through each other. It's a place where we can come and feel like we're loved and accepted, and that to me is what a home is. And it's a place where we travel into the future together in the confidence that we're part of that community.
And that really resonates. And if I can ask, what is the state of our spiritual home? We're kind of in this September restart period, and what's that been like?
Do you want to go ahead?
Sure. I mean, so we've been really encouraged by the in-person attendance in this difficult kind of uncertain time. Our in-person attendance has actually been quite a lot higher than we had hoped for. Mm-hmm. And added to that, we've seen a significant bump up in our online attendance from the summer doldrums. So which has been, so altogether, I think we're feeling really good about as we enter into this new season.
Yeah.
And it is an interesting new season, isn't it? Because we're not where we were 2 years ago in 2019 when we were, as always, everyone in person all the time. We're not where we were a year ago in 2020 where everyone was virtual all the time. We've entered yet something new and different. We're in a hybrid world where we are doing certain things virtually and certain things in person. How does that impact the state of our spiritual home, and what kinds of things do you want to keep from the virtual experience we have had and have been having that you think are really worthwhile in this hybrid world, and even perhaps going forward when we get back all together again 100%?
Yeah, so as I think about that question, I'm thinking really about an earlier thing about what I feel like is happening right now. And I think there are 3 things that are happening right now, and they all start with C. So I think the first one is that we're starting to connect again, right? We're connecting. We are clearing. So a number of people who are committed to particular ministries have decided that they actually want to go on to something else and do something different. So there's been a lot of clearing out old responsibilities and taking on new responsibilities. We're clearing out some of our rooms in our church and clearing those for new ministries, things like that. We're clearing house. And then the last thing is really people are committing. They're starting to commit to new things. I think that's the season. How about you?
Yeah, I think that we're trying to actually kind of lean into this hybrid model, and I think that that's going to be part of our future. I mean, we have this strong sense of place and location in our church, but also we really recognize the importance of the online ministry, like the joint ministry that we have on a daily basis, doing morning prayer, which I think is going to continue to be part of who we are, and also the ability to broadcast our services from the sanctuary to many parishioners when they're away or traveling. I think it feels like we're expanding our ministry. So I'm really excited about that and the opportunities that has for us.
I certainly personally feel that way, being able to take advantage of things when I'm not here. And extra points to Sarah for having a neat little 3 C's framework to answer the question. That's
really
good. Can I ask you a little bit about stewardship in your personal lives? When you think about pledging and what you're going to give, we often talk about time, talent, and treasure, and you be devoted to the church. What are some of the things that are important to you that you want to communicate to the parishes?
I think it's really important for clergy to pledge in sacrificially, because we want to be stewards of what we're a part of. That's really important. And also, I think when you are a pledger, a tither as clergy, the other thing about that is that you make sure that you really take care of the way you use people's money. Like, you do not want to waste money that's given to the church. So when we spend money that are pledges, we make sure that there isn't waste and that everything is a meaningful purchase or commitment.
Yeah, that's really well said. And I think that it also, we're putting our own personal money where our mouths are and showing, that we're as committed as we're asking you to be committed to the church. And, we try to give, as much as we can. Yeah.
Terrific. Well, thank you again so much for coming by today. I'd just like everyone to hear from the Stewardship Committee, as well as hopefully from the three of us, that in these continuing uncertain times, we can each take comfort in our spiritual home, in the knowledge that we're going to both face and help shape the future together. I'd like to thank both parishes in advance for their generosity if they feel they can give to support the church. And I want to ask everyone to watch for both in-person and video testimonies, emails, the epistle for St. Andrews. Also look for Stewardship Committee members in buttons as greeters, coffee hour. We're going to use the best of the in-person world and the best of the virtual world as we go through these campaigns. Kickoff Sunday is October 17th, and Commitment Sunday is November the 7th. So please watch for more communications soon. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.